used to be much simpler. I still think of the I Love Lucy era when America was starting to open up to immigrants from all over the world again.
Ricky Ricardo, R-I-C-K-C, like in Cuba. No, Cuba, C-U-B-A.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and I'm co-author of Amor and Exile with Nathaniel Hoffman. When Nathaniel first called me to tell me he wanted to write a book about couples like Margot and I told him that I'd been wanting to write about our own story for a long time.
I'm Nathaniel, and I covered immigration and immigrant communities for 3 different newspapers before I started to understand the toll that these bans were taking on families like Nicole's. Nicole and Margot really helped me understand what's meant by the phrase, "we have a broken immigration system." So Nicole and I decided to write a book together, and Amor and Exile was born. Over the past 3 years, the thing that people have asked us the most is, well, I thought that if an American married an immigrant, that they would just become a citizen. But that's just not the way our immigration system works.
We had great jobs and friends in the Bay Area, but it was so stressful having to live like that. Even though I'm an American citizen, there was no way to get papers for Margot. The laws are nothing like they were when my great-grandparents came over, and I had no idea about that until I met Margot. We had to sell all of our stuff, pack our truck, cross the border together, and I had to give up everything and move to Mexico.
In 1996, Congress passed laws that included bans for people with immigration records, 3-year, 10-year, and permanent bars. These bars trump marriage and most other visa categories. Since then, even more so since 9/11, it's just gotten harder. Many Americans with undocumented spouses can either live underground or self-deport.
I've been down here about 7 years now. We had a baby here, and my life has totally changed. Whenever I go back to the U.S., it's without Margot, but I still want us to be able to go back together. We've still got 3 more years to go before we can apply for Margot's visa.
Congress is debating immigration reform again right now, and the Senate proposal might help some people in Nicole's situation, but there's no guarantee. So far, the proposals don't address the bans, and there's no solution for same-sex couples. They don't have any access to our family-based immigration system at all.
So we want to send Amor and Exile to Washington. Why? Well, I didn't have to write our story, but I wanted to make a difference. And so did Nathaniel's sources. Our book is an honest account of how immigration policy affects real American people and our spouses, the people we love. Not enough people know the impact of our laws, even the ones who made them.
Amor and Exile is a new kind of book. Our collaboration is part journalism and part testimonial. The stories themselves have the opportunity to shape policy. With your help, we can launch Amor and Exile now, when it matters most.
We want every member of Congress to receive a copy of Amor and Exile while the legislative proposals are still being debated. That's 535 books, and that's why we need your help.
You can help underwrite the cost of sending Amor and Exile to Congress and help us launch our book. Write a message to your representative or senator, and we'll send it along with the book to Washington, D.C.
We can't make this happen without you. Our book has a lot of potential, but our message will mean nothing if lawmakers don't hear about it from all of us. We have until the end of May. Will you help us make our stories heard?
Thank you.